Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Parrott, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
Hey, what about our Comic Capers podcast?
What about us?
What about us? Well, Comic Capers. Anyway, stay tuned. Say yes. Welcome back. Hey, this is going to be one of Little Hellfire's favorite episodes because it's the final part of Armageddon 2001.
The final countdown.
Anyway, I am Phil, and like I said, that musical maestro herself, it is.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire. Sorry, no video today. Mama doesn't feel good. She's got hives, allergic reaction real bad. Not putting that on the internet. Sorry, buddy.
Don't lie. You don't want people to see the plastic surgery while it heals. I know.
I mean, no shame, no shade. I could never. I don't trust doctors, first of all.
I mean, I don't want to spoil the surprise, kids, but Lilith Hellfire went into the.
I got my knees done. I'm 5 inches taller.
Yeah, sure, knees. She was like, I got a pair of something here. I need
Bigger is better.
So.
They're gonna be so disappointed when the camera comes back on. See what you did, Phil.
Shh. Trying to get people to tune in. Shut up. Hey. Now all the pressure's on me to be eye candy. I'm not you or Charlie Esser. I can't handle this.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine, Gelman. Let's just get through this. It's the last issue. We're going to have some fun.
Well, we have 2 issues, but yes, the last part. Oh, hey, did you watch the first episode of Flash's Armageddon?
I did. The comic books were better, ironically.
Oh, my. What, you didn't enjoy Iris West Podcaster?
It's like, okay, it was funny like 3 years ago. They're like really running behind here.
For what? First she was a blogger, now she's a podcaster. Are they trying to be?
She's doing the evolution, I'll tell you that.
She's hep. I know, she's doing the
next thing you know, she'll be a TikToker.
Oh, that should be just pointing your friends toward TikTok.
Hey. I resemble that comment. I don't appreciate that.
Hey, at least we got Brandon Routh back, for an episode.
Yeah, for an episode. Yeah, that was the highlight, and that's kind of sad.
Hey, at least they actually had Despero look like he's supposed to, at least part of the time. Somewhat.
Small miracles. It's the Flash, it's time. Can we all just admit it's time? Put that old dog out of its misery.
Oh my.
This is the last hurrah. I'm sorry. I don't know who doesn't understand that. This is the last hurrah.
Oh, please. You've been saying that for like 2-3 years now. This is going to be the last season of Flash. This is going to be the last season of Flash. Oh, Christ, this is going to be the last season of Flash.
I mean, if Arrow went 8, I guess Flash will go 8.
Or at least 9 just to beat the record. Set the record. You don't think Flash can do Smallville 10?
Smallville barely did 10. I don't know if CW has the money for all that. They're hemorrhaging money on this show, so I don't know. That's why I'm always surprised it's still here.
Come on, season 10, last episode. It's gonna be him and Eobard fighting in that house.
We forgot about the house. There's only one original person there.
Really?
That's why the show's gotten so bad. No shade, no tea. Just it's not the same. It's honestly not been the same, and rightly so, that Andrew Kressberg left. It just hasn't been the same. And as effed up as that is to admit, that's what it is.
Did I see that new head guy? Is this his last season or something? So I thought he said something about like a 3-year plan, and this is like the last year or something.
Yeah, well, maybe one day, if we have time on the Patreon somewhere, I'll let you guys in on the deep dive of behind the scenes for Flash and why it's declined so majorly.
I swear we could do like a weekly show on Patreon. Lilith Hellfire spills the tea on Hollywood. I swear to God.
Yeah, probably, but after the brackets. The brackets is gonna be an endeavor, buddy.
Oh yeah. Well, I need a bracket. I need a list.
Well, I wanted some of the team and some of our movie buff friends to like kind of make a list as well, and then we'll kind of like seed it from there. So,
good luck.
yeah, I know. Wishful thinking. I got a backup list. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you. All right, so let's get to this. All right, the final part begins in Justice League Europe Annual number 2, which I mean, was it great? I don't know, but it's better than the Justice League America one, I believe.
I feel like it's a flip of the coin.
No. I mean, at least this one, there was some kind of continuity where it's just like, oh, hey, it all ends next issue in Armageddon number 2,
Small miracles.
Whoa, is this meta commentary? The title was Too Much Time.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody was sick of it.
But come on, well, you gotta appreciate this. Modern Comics will never. 64 pages for $2.
Oh yeah, they could never. I don't even think our good old friends at Alternative Comics could do that.
Must be nice.
Salt, wound, petty, yes.
One of the writers, Gerard Jones, who, yeah, he's problematic. The other one, Keith Giffen, penciler, Russell Braun, and Ty Templeton, and Marshall Rogers, and Kurt Swan, and John Beatty. Again,
wow,
this is
that's a lot.
Well, again, that was like the Justice League America annual, except I think that one literally had like 10 pencilers on it.
It's starting to sound like a season 10 episode of Stargate.
Oh my, yes, kids.
If you know, you know.
Oh wait, I'm not done. Steve Carr, Linda Medley.
What is going on?
Randy Elliott, Kevin McGuire, and Michael Golden seem to have inked them all. Colors Gene D'Angelo, letterer Todd Klein.
Wow. Keeps going.
Again, these 2 Justice League annuals, man, they had a ton of pencilers on them.
That's what happens when you wait till the last minute, I guess.
Oh my. Well,
this is a clusterfuck of a story, let me tell you.
I don't know about this one, but I was going to say, at least that Armageddon 2001 number 2, they kind of had to change course at some point. So,
oh yeah.
I wonder if they had changed anything here or not. I don't know. All right, so God, after being touched 3 times, Superman escorts Wave Rider.
He's like, enough! Get out of here! Beat it!
No, Superman's like, oh hey guys, don't worry, he touched me 3 times. It wasn't that bad.
Like, wait a minute, your name doesn't start. Your first and last name don't start with an L. The hell?
Oh my God. Superman escorts Wave Rider into the headquarters of Justice League Europe and tells him about his mission to find the Monarch. The Monarch. All the members agree to let Wave Rider check them. What's he doing? Checking him for a hernia?
Give him the old prostate exam.
Turn your head and cough. I can see your future.
Looks like colonoscopy. That worked on so many levels. It was scary.
Hey-oh. Can you imagine if that's the only way you could read the future? Hey-oh. Sounds like something on Lil Hellfire's hard drive. When he does, he finds that all of their fates are spread out through time. Some in the Old West, some in the future. So on a whim, he decides to touch the cat, and he finds out the cat accidentally set off something, causing a temporal displacement.
What is this, an episode of Legends?
And Cat let Scott out of the quantum realm, and then we discover time travel. What? Everything is brought to normal, and Wave Rider is able to test his last subject, Captain Atom.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So, I mean, I wonder if they changed that last page, because if they went through with the original plan where Captain Atom was Monarch, wouldn't that last page have kind of given it away? Because it's like, here, I'm going to test your future, but then you don't see the future until it's like, oh, check out the final issue. It's like, well, I basically checked everyone else. So.
Yeah. Joke's on you, fools. Who's
But yeah,
watching?
I mean, this one was just weird. It's like it wasn't even like a distant. Well, it was the distant future and some in the distant past, but it was like because of time travel, it wasn't like their actual futures. Because even Wave Rider was like, "What the hell's going on here?"
It could be worse. It could be aliens. Looking at you, Legend season 6.
Looking at you, Legends seasons 3 through right now. Oh my god!
3 through 5 were superb. Everything before and after.
I'm glad Matt Ryan's still on the show, but it's like
barely special guest appearance. And you're like, oh, he showed up. Take a drink and leave.
But it's just like I remember he was Constantine. You know, now he's just like this stuffy old scientist guy.
That's what love will do to you. It'll ruin your character. No offense. No offense.
Oh my!
I kid because I love. It's fine. I don't like Nuzari. There, I said it.
What, the social influencer?
Yeah.
I know.
Nuzari. And I don't like her brother. I really, really hate that decision.
Yeah. He's basically comic relief.
It's like, okay, look, bro. The smoke bros, you know, like you can't just come in and replace Ray, bro. I don't know how to tell you.
And again, it's like they use him for comic relief. It's like that's what we have Gary for.
I'm good with Gary not being comic relief anymore.
Oh please! Now you've seen his true form.
Yeah.
Are you caught up on Legends or no?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
I did have to binge watch the last season on Netflix, but it's okay. I forgot about last season.
Okay, Charlie. Charlie, yes sir.
It's better that way.
Oh my! Forgot about the Legends. It's better that way.
Much like this story, honestly, like I couldn't imagine. Like this is why I'm spoiled now, though. It's like I will totally wait for a trade. I don't have to be in the know because Twitter will spoil me. Like if Twitter was around in the 90s.
Yeah, but like 1991 too. I mean, did they kind of have it made because it's like they didn't collect everything after it came out, so it's like, oh,
exactly.
You better buy this issue because who knows they're gonna.
You will never find it again, good sir.
Maybe in a back issue bin, you know.
I haven't. You know what? Actually, I have seen these occasionally, but it's usually when I'm traveling. I've never seen it in my local market.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Like when you travel outside, like your like own city or even state, and you go to a comic.
Like, this is what they like. Okay, I'm not coming back to this state.
It's like, man,
looking at you, Tennessee.
Oh my! Why is that where you found this issue?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my!
Yeah, their back bends were kind of sparse, but that's another story for another time.
All right. So. Any other thoughts on this one?
It just feels weird. I don't know. It's just something off about this issue. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like obviously we know it's going to be the cliffhanger. They're not going to reveal it because we got one more story. But like, I don't know. I don't want to like sound rude. It's just like a little lazy, very lackluster.
And like again, I mean, all those characters kind of appear in this issue, but that cover really like.
Oh, that's a classic bait and switch 90s cover, baby. Classic.
Yeah.
Almost so much so you'd think it was a Marvel book.
Oh, burn.
If you know, you know. The 90s Marvel was notorious.
I mean, last month's Green Lantern had Kilowog on the cover. He wasn't even in the issue.
And like, is Kilowog that big of a draw? I don't think so.
I don't know.
That's the gag of that one.
I just don't care. I don't care how big or small the character is, but it's like, don't put them on the cover if they're not. Though, I mean, it wasn't a variant either. I think it was the main cover.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it was a variant, they could have got away with it, but I'm pretty sure that was the main cover.
Yeah. How dare they?
Although it is a Justice League book, so you know, I can see where they're coming from with that cover, but
yeah,
it's still wrong.
But again, for Armageddon 2001, they want you to think, oh, that's the Justice League Europe 10 years from now.
Exactly. And where are they now? Nowhere.
I was gonna say, meanwhile, there would be no Justice League Europe in 2001.
Ironic, ain't it? Isn't it ironic?
Again, when you have like a Justice League Europe or a West Coast Avengers, isn't it a finite prospect?
I think that West Coast Avengers actually has the potential to dwarf main Avengers, because the main Avengers are so stodgy and overdone now that
Oh yeah, in like the early '90s. Oh yeah, I was way in the West Coast Avengers more than I was the regular Avengers book.
Yeah, that's the status quo book, like, yeah, sure, you made it to the Avengers, yeehaw, but like now you're boring. Now you're doing teamwork. I don't want that. West Coast Avengers, where it's always, no matter who they put in there, dysfunctional family.
Meanwhile, it's like, West Coast Avengers, all right, I'll do this for you, Lil. For issue 69, yeah, it's like U.S. Agent and Hawkeye duke it out. It's like, what is this, Kentucky?
Rightly so. Didn't we cover that issue? I feel like we covered that issue.
Yeah, remember we did all 69 issues? That might have been Charlie's pick, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so like I said, what is this, Kentucky? Sorry, Russell.
Wild like an animal.
Hey, say what you want about Kentucky, but their back bins and their comic book stores are A1 top notch. I lived in Louisville for quite a while, so I can say that with confidence.
Have you sampled the back issue bins of this whole country, Lil Hellfire?
Probably at least 35 states, I'd say.
Oh my! And who would you say had the best? What was it? Like a big market like
California,
New York?
yeah.
California, okay.
Hands down.
That's right, kids. No one does comics like America.
Well, it's because of Comic-Con. So they go there and they buy a bunch of the stuff, and
True.
People come there with their special stuff and stuff. So yeah, that's why.
Oh, of course, she's gonna give it to her hometown.
Well, not even San Diego necessarily. Just like all the even
California.
small cities. If you see a comic book store in California, I'd say stop it. You'd be surprised.
True, because a lot of people from all over California probably go.
Yep.
All right.
Nice pro tip.
Go to California for good comics, kids.
Actually, Jersey's not bad. Kansas is actually surprisingly a very bustling comic book oriented place. Once you get to know the nerds around there.
Oh my. What do you do with nerds for comics, Old Hellfire?
Nerd!
So this last issue, finally.
Fine. Is that the title? Finally?
Thank God Almighty, freedom! But not really.
Armageddon. Oh, I know. Armageddon. Be a good girl, or I'm going to make you do the sequel.
Exactly. It looms over my head. You guys don't even know.
Why do you think she's broken out in hives, kids? She's like, read that last page. She's like, no.
It all comes flooding back, the trauma.
Armageddon 2001, number 2 from October 1991.
Where's
Writer,
the confetti, Phil? Where's the balloon?
confetti. Writer Dennis O'Neil.
Put some respect on that good man's name.
Penciler Dan Denny's like, I gotta take the wheel on this thing. This thing's chaotic.
It's got out of control.
Editor steps in, like, I gotta take the wheel. Penciler Dan Jurgens. Inkers.
Oh, just a young baby Dan Jurgens, too. He didn't know what was ahead of him in life.
Getting tormented by us podcasters. Inkers Dick Giordano, Art Thibert, and Steve Mitchell. Colorist Adrian Roy. Letterer John Costanza. I am aware. Editor Jonathan.
Oh, it's that time of year, Festivus. Holiday for the rest of us.
Get the aluminum pull out of the crawl space.
Everybody's getting a tree planted in their name for the Human Fund.
Whatever. Oh my God. One of these years, you got to come up for Christmas. We get like Charlie and Maz over here, or we'll do like Festivus.
Oh yeah.
Airing of the grievances. Let me tell you what for like feats of strength. That must have been some doll. She was. All right. Oh, yes. The title is literally Conclusion.
Bum, 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 bum.
It should be conclusion, but not really.
Conclusion? Question mark.
Conclusion, yeah, right. Immediately following what took place in the Justice League Europe annual, Wave Rider now investigates Captain Atom's future to determine if he will become Monarch. In that future, he sees that Nathaniel Atom has retired from active duty as Captain Atom due to an accident that led to some instability with his powers. However, as Nathaniel hobbles around New York City, he sees that his children and grandchildren have been gunned down by a street gang. So it's the
What's he live
Batman.
in Florida? Jeez.
I know it's like Batman, but it's like, oh my god, my entire family, every relative I have has been gunned down.
Tough break.
Oh my lord. And not only are the police not prosecuting the ones responsible for their deaths, but also the bodies of the deceased are simply treated like garbage. Yes, they're literally taken to the dump. Angry at the lack of justice.
This is Gotham?
Angry at the lack of justice. Limited justice, you said?
Unlimited punishment.
Stay tuned, kids. Everyone's like, what? Angry at the lack of justice, Nathaniel becomes Captain Atom to avenge their deaths by killing the gang members responsible for it, and then turns his entire anger on the whole city.
Phil, I'm just going to tell them right now. We're doing a crime and punishment podcast. We're going to go through every chapter of crime and punishment. I'm kidding. There's like 2 Russian literature scholars like, yes! Oh, they're joking. Never mind.
War and Peace. But would it have been as successful? Episode 1. Would it have been as successful if it had been published under its original title, War? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Oh, the days before Google.
That's noise. So yes, devastating the whole city with his quantum powers before he reverts back to Nathaniel Atom, weakened and spent. So come on,
Did someone say quantum powers? What now?
Oh, somebody went nuts with their quantum powers. Okay, I know where you're going with that.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Oh, Lilith.
They're on hiatus, but you should listen to our Green Lantern show here on Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks.
Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast. Oh my god, I wish her.
You're welcome. You're welcome, boys. Phil, don't be thinking about you, but Mama's got you.
I'm always thinking about the boys. Come on. That my Macona, my Will Allred. Come on.
It's a bit of a heel turn.
And I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
Poor thing.
Seems like I'm getting a package every other day.
It's caught in the shekels of Hal Jordan. That poor thing.
I blew that.
But I was going to say, I wish your camera is on so I can watch your eyes roll when I say, oh, can you imagine a battle between Captain Atom and Quasar?
My money's on Captain Atom.
Oh, my.
You know who Captain Atom reminds me of? And I'm only saying this because somebody is trying to get Henry Cavill to say, yes, I want to play Captain British for Marvel. But yeah, Captain British. I don't know why.
Captain Britain.
Yeah, British, like I said.
I know.
Captain Schmuck. Perfect casting.
I can use my real accent.
I don't even think he lost his accent a while ago. You know that happens when you do too many American accents for too long?
Mm.
Yeah.
But come on, Lilith. I mean, I know Captain Atom's not exactly your favorite, but come on, you had to have liked him here, man. He's just like killing guys and like.
Yes. I was like, this is the guy. I like when it's a good heel turn. I do.
I know, man. Hal Jordan, you love when these guys run amok.
Because it's like, I've been telling you guys, these guys were a-holes the whole time. This proves my point. They're one bad day. Like the Joker says, everybody in the DC universe is one bad day away. Absolutely agree.
See, Lilith is like, man, I'm not the
Listen to the Joker sometimes. Just sometimes. Not all the time, just sometimes.
I'm not the only one who gets drunk and angry.
Of course not. I have my best bud, Charlie.
Hey, well. So, hey, do you think before they switched plans, was this the definitive origin for Monarch?
Yes, absolutely, hands down. Which it would have been great. I'm just really sad that some a-hole had to ruin it for the rest of us.
Yeah,
Just like some a-hole had to rig it so Jason Todd could die. Could you imagine if Jason Todd didn't die? But I feel like they wanted him to die, so no matter what the fans voted, they were going to do it anyway. That's my personal opinion. They had a plan. They were going to see it through. They just wanted to make people feel like they were involved.
I wonder if Jason didn't die, would they have pulled a Barbara Gordon and like crippled him or something?
Ooh. Well, there's nobody we can ask left alive now, is there?
Oh, burned.
Is there? I don't know.
I mean, wait, Jim Starlin wrote that. Isn't he still alive? He's still alive.
Is he still alive?
I'm sure.
Bro, it's I'm so old now that I have to question if Betty. I have to check every morning if Betty White's still alive.
I'm pretty sure Starlin was like one of those people where it's like, I created Thanos. Where's my shekel?
Did he even get an invite? I feel like he never even got an invite. That's the gag of it all.
Yeah, I think his name might have been in the credits or something. So,
dare I look and check?
Oh my. So yeah, I mean, this would have been Monarch's origin. He just would have had to slap some armor on and be like, "There you go."
I see a lot of Captain Atom books in my he had a lot of start and stops of his books.
I mean, I didn't read it at the time, but I went back at I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, and I got all most of that 80s Captain Atom series. It wasn't bad.
Okay, he's still alive. He's 72. Okay, he's still got plenty of time.
Told you he wanted his shekel.
He's gonna live to see his shekel.
Oh yeah, and it'll be later when you hear this on the podcast. But as we record this today, it's Alan Moore's 68th birthday. So, like I told Love Hellfire today, you have 1 year to prepare a special for next year.
All right, is Charlie invited? Because he's gonna poop all over that.
69. He's still alive.
Well, of course he is. He's a wizard.
He's an evil wizard. Who steals people's work. He's unimaginative.
Well, that's Hollywood, baby.
Oh my.
We're doing me now? That's an interesting artistic choice.
Didn't he come up with Adam Warlock too, now that I think about it?
Warlock. Man, those of us on the who did the Quantum Zone, yeah. Adam Warlock's narcissistic, egotistical.
He's a perfect match for Doctor Strange. There, I said it.
Oh, there you go.
Anywho, sorry. He's just all over the place today.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, Starling created Thanos and Adam Warlock, yeah.
Everyone loves cocaine.
It was a hell of a time back in the day in the bullpens.
I know. I mean, come on, kids. There have been some drugs involved. Come on.
We do Adderall now here in the 2020s.
I mean, someone had been dropping acid. Thanos had a Thanos copter. Come on.
Smoke the doobie.
That is the best fact about Thanos. Let's just be honest.
Oh my god.
That's why I can never take Thanos seriously. I'm like, are you... Wait a minute. I mean, you're not even Batman. Why do you have a Thanos? Why do we even have that lever, Kronk? I don't understand.
Now they want him to be Darkseid, but it's like, yeah, dude, I remember when you had a helicopter. Shut up.
Aren't you still in love with Death? Aren't you Lady Death's do boy? Like, come on, get out of here.
Oh my. No, man, he's been cuckolded by Deadpool. Come on.
Plenty. Well, I say that's a mutual throuple, so Thanos is just begrudging about it. That's all.
I'll just stay here and watch and snap. Oh my lord! Oh my god! So I don't know. Has it been confirmed we're getting Genusfell back? Because I saw an issue in the store this week with reprint issues of Genusfell. So
who sold their soul for that?
I don't know, man. I already sold mine for Ben Riley, so I don't know.
I know, poor Luca. You pulled a Norman. I'm not gonna tell Danielle. You pulled a Norman.
No.
Not my soul.
I wouldn't sell
I didn't even think I was gonna have kids.
I sold. I didn't sell anyone's soul, including my own Love Hellfire. But you know how much blood and semen it took.
Nice.
All right. So, all right, kids.
Plot twist abound.
Yes, Captain Atom does not turn out to be Monarch. So hold on.
Bait and switch. Bait and switch.
However, it is during Wave Rider's investigation of Captain Atom's future that Monarch shows up, following his time-traveling test subject to the present time, where he discovers Wave Rider's plan to stop his existence. Yeah, I might take that personally.
Crisscross.
The heroes present with Wave Rider protect him from Monarch and briefly confront him before he disappears. Wave Rider fears that his voyeurisms into the hero's futures may be the cause for Monarch's existence. Oh my god, time travel story. Did I create the threat I came back to stop the whole time?
Of course you did, you idiot. Nobody learns from Barry Allen. Nobody.
Oh hell.
You can't be making sweet, sweet love to the multiverse timeline to expect no consequences.
I mean, that was a cliche before. I mean, well, at least that TV show.
Yeah.
Be making sweet, sweet love to the timeline.
Ah, that's a classic.
You get a vibrating hand, and you get a vibrating hand.
Well,
Gift that keeps on giving.
we know Lil's getting for Christmas.
I need it bigger.
Oh Lord. Okay, kids.
I don't think we can monetize that on the gift list, so that's a no.
All right. So this isn't crazy enough, kids. Meanwhile, Monarch seeks out Hank Hall and Dawn Granger.
Oh my God! Digging in the bottom of the barrel.
Oh my! Well,
The shaft of it all.
Oh my! Talking dove, not wheat and chaff. Come on.
Are we sure?
Oh.
No shade, no tea, but come on. There's a reason. Like, anytime you try to make a thing, people feel forced. They're gonna reject it.
So yeah, spoilers, kids. Yeah, we're not hitting around at a Hawk and Dove podcast now.
We'd have like what, 8 episodes? Oh wait, 10 episodes if you include their appearances in Titans.
Well, if we did each issue, I mean, wasn't there some Silver Age issues with the two brothers, and then it's like after Crisis, didn't they get like 30 issues or something?
Okay, we get 15. We do 2 issues an episode. Fine.
I was gonna say we do 1 issue an episode. We might be able, I don't know, and add Titans, and you might be able to stretch that to a year.
I don't think you can stretch it to a year.
Oh, I can stretch it. Love how. So yes, he finds Hank and Dawn and having them transform into Hawk and Dove before knocking them out and transporting them to a secret hideout where he will assemble his weapon for destroying all superheroes.
Hey, wait a minute. Were they the original Birds of Prey? Hey-oh. It's a joke. Don't at me.
More like birds of hay. But I love this. He's like, he will assemble his weapon to destroy all superheroes, including Superman.
Yeah, okay.
I know. Who's he?
What
Batman?
they do, send Hulk?
Who is he? Oh!
That's how you sound. That's how you sound.
Boys, when you say that, Little Hellfire goes.
Seriously.
All right.
Take a drink, by the way, or mark your bingo card.
So Monarch can even destroy Superman. Who is he? Batman?
Plot twist of all plot twists.
Oh, can you imagine?
I love Batman.
Eventually,
It was Martian Manhunter the whole time, so that's where they should have went with it.
Nah, he's too good. Oh my god!
Twisted every now and then. We've seen it.
Can you imagine if they would have pulled the trigger early and been like, "It is I, back from the dead, Jason Todd."
That would have been way too early.
3 years later, 3 years after his death.
Yeah, that would have not even been worth it at that point. They hadn't even done what they wanted to do with Tim, so.
Oh, true. Eventually, Monarch kills Dawn Granger before Hank calls eyes, provoking him to attack and kill Monarch. As he does, he finds out that the Monarch is a future version of himself.
Because it's Christmas, cue the Home Alone face.
And that he has come from the future to make sure that his past self fulfills the very role he's fated to be. Yeah, how stupid is that? He's like, he finds out the future, instead of saying, oh no, I'm not going to put on the armor, I'm not going to complete that timeline. He's like, yeah, why the hell not?
I
guess
like it here. I'm the monarch. I'm the monarch.
I mean, I guess he goes insane pretty much.
No Superman bossing me around. Yeah, I could see it.
Seeing his future self killing Dawn and stuff. I mean, I guess he goes mad. He puts on that armor. Man, it smells in here. Soon the heroes are called to evacuate the citizens of Metropolis as Monarch plans to show up with a devastating weapon that he plans to activate in the heart of the city. Man, he's really big time, and man, he's like, yeah, I'm going to destroy Superman City. Fight me, nerds. As the heroes succeed largely in doing so, they wait for Monarch's arrival to engage him in battle. Superman shatters Monarch's helmet, revealing him to be Hank Hall, alias Hawk. As Monarch activates the weapon to destroy all superheroes, Captain Atom notices that the weapon's energy doesn't affect him and can be absorbed by him. Drawing the destructive power of the weapon's energy towards him, Captain Atom saves his fellow heroes as he and Monarch are transported out of the present time into the prehistoric past. Quite the quantum leap.
Ha! Suck it, Bacula.
How dare you! Oh my God, you probably didn't watch the Discovery season premiere was today.
Where's the sad whistle?
Oh, damn. But in the beginning, they're like reopening Starfleet Academy and stuff, and there's like a new space.
Aren't they supposed to be in the future or something?
Well, yeah. After all the warp drives blew up, yeah, like everything pretty much got shut down. But now they're like opening everything back up.
Okay, I mean, I'll catch it when it. Listen, I'm really still upset about what they did with Evil on CBS. All that, not even it's Paramount Plus now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna wait for the season to wrap and then go back to my subscription. Okay.
Yeah, but you said Bacula. No, in the beginning there's like a new space dock or whatever, and they name it. It's like named after Archer.
Sad whistle.
Oh,
they could at least named it after Janeway.
Exactly. Well, maybe they're like, oh, she's on that cartoon.
Oh, true. Touche. Nobody really mentions Bacula. I mean, you saw the ending of Enterprise. Yeah. They had to call it, spoilers, Riker.
And Troy. Yeah. I mean, again, well, how about naming it either after Picard or Cisco, who had to deal with Q?
Cisco deserves all the roses. They totally screwed that character, yes.
He punched Q in the face.
And he never came back. He had to go make Goo Eyes and Janeway.
Oh my. Or how about Riker? He saved the universe from the Borg. Come on.
No respect. You know what? Our OGs get no respect. But at least they're trying to do something for Enterprise, which is nice, because they totally screwed the pooch on that show the last season.
Oh,
they really did. So I get it. Plus First Contact, all that. Like, yeah, I get it. It's a nice sentiment, but Bacula was the worst captain. There, I said it.
They didn't give him much to work with. They given him good stuff. I think he could have been pretty good.
I guess he shouldn't have turned down Stargate. Thank God Richard Dean Anderson knew what he had. That's on Stargate SG-1.
Scream it!
All right. It is after this that someone notices a hand reaching out of a pile of rubble. Oh God, this part. Wave Rider reaches out to that.
This is my favorite panel. What do you mean?
Wave Rider reaches out to that hand and pulls out of the pile a young boy named Matthew Ryder. It is then that Wave Rider realizes who his mysterious rescuer is from his childhood. It's himself.
Boo! You're a hack.
So how does the Groper?
Sorry, Diddy. You're a hack.
So how does the Groper story end? He touches himself.
Gropes himself. It's like Fry becoming his own granddad at that point.
Oh. He finally reached.
He reached out and touched somebody.
Oh, I was gonna say he finally reached his inner child.
Ooh. Speaking of which, did you guys know that we have an interview up?
Oh yeah, by the time you hear this, yes, the JMD Mateus interview will be up. We'll be talking Spider-Man, Child Within, and the current his upcoming Ben Reilly series.
I'm gonna try to keep Phil's fanboy in check. Don't worry.
Well, it's mostly gonna be Child Within. So I'm sure he's not gonna be able to tell us much about the Ben Reilly series.
He can tell us how they tapped him for it. That's the most interesting story.
Yeah, true. They called me, said, "You want to do Ben Reilly?" And he said, "Sure, I love Ben Reilly."
It's like, Why are you doing Ben Reilly in 2021? What's going on here? Are you losing the rights to Spider-Man? Are you losing the rights to Peter Parker in the movies? That would have been my first question.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm just reading through these notes. Oh,
There's no good notes, let's be honest.
It was this issue that the identity of Monarch was originally intended to be revealed as Captain Atom. However, information leakage that happened prior to this issue, like we said, DC changed the reveal to Monarch at the last moment to be Hawk. Nonetheless, Captain Atom does become Monarch following the events of Infinite Crisis.
Blech.
Like 20 years later.
God, that was a clusterfuck of an event.
Oh, yeah. And Hawk, and the Hawk and Dove Angel, like we said, he saw a future where Hawk confronted Monarch, eliminating Hawk as the candidate. Moreover, thanks to his interaction of Wave Rider and Dove's powers, Wave Rider was able to see so many possible futures that he concluded no matter the future, they never became him. So so basically, it's like of all the characters they could have chosen to replace Captain Atom with, it's like, Hawk should have been last on the list.
Well, as in life.
All right, and the storyline I will one day torment Lilith with Armageddon, the alien agenda is where this hat continues in.
Why though?
Here we go. Hawk. I remember this. Hawk revealed as Monarch was later retconned in a storyline in JSA that revealed the ending of Armageddon 2001 had been faked by Mordru.
Yeah. We might get there one day. Somewhere.
Yes. Come on, Lilith. Nice sequel to this. The torment of what you threw.
Definitely not within the first year. You can hang that up. We'll get to it eventually.
Oh my. He had created an illusion of Dove being murdered by a future in order to drive the current Hawk insane. He then took control of Hawk and used him to impregnate Dove so she would give birth to a child that would inherit all the powers of the Lords of Chaos and Order. Oh. Yeah, but then Mordru cast a spell on Dove that kept her in a comatose state for years. She did give birth to a child, but before
Who does she think she is? The Scarlet Witch?
Oh my. Good luck with that, Warners. Lord. But she did give birth to the child, but before Mordru could possess the child's body, it was instead inhabited by a reincarnated Hector Hall, who had aged the body to adulthood and thus caused it to become the new Dr. Fate.
It's a lot to take in. It's gonna have to build up to that, Philip. That story's a lot.
That's right. She's spent after these last couple weeks, kids. She needs to build back up.
Yeah. I need an IV.
Hey, at least I took that out.
Full of liquor.
What?
Full of liquor. Fun fact, box wine contains 4 bottles of wine.
She found the math, kids.
It's on the box.
I didn't think alcohol ever left your body.
On Sundays. Unless we're doing a terrible review.
Oh my. All right, so what did you think, Lilith? This is the big finish.
No jazz hands.
The big finish.
This is like I didn't like it. Like, this is just total bait and switch. I can't get over it.
Well, I think the ending again too. They did that last minute switch, so it's like they didn't want to tarnish anyone good. So it's like, who can we replace Captain Atom with? No Superman, no Batman. There's like no Green Lantern or Wonder Woman.
I would have settled for like Vibe or.
He was already dead at this point. Huh?
That's the plot twist. They could have faked his death. I'm just saying.
True. That's true.
Because, like, he literally does have world-ending powers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but they weren't taking him seriously at this point. Can you imagine if, like, it's me, Vibe? It would have been like...
I mean, I still get that feeling every time I read this with the reveal. Even if it was Captain Atom, I would have still felt the same way. It's like, who cares?
Well, I think we said it, like, 2 episodes back. It's like, what if they had made it like Hawkman or something?
Somebody we actually care about. And he's been known to be... quote-unquote savage.
Oh my.
Savage Hawkman, which is actually a really good series if you can get your hands on it.
Yep.
Read it. But yeah, it's a a fun little crossover if you don't care. Like, if it's just something to do for you. You know, if you're just collecting through the 90s, yeah, sure, why not? But nothing really of consequence comes from it, and I hate that when they do events and nothing of consequence comes from it. That's annoying. All the possible futures were kind of lame too, as well, with the exception of a few. I think Louise Simonson was only 2 where I actually cared.
I know, and again, you knew none of them were going to come to pass anyway. So it's like, again, it's like none of them were going to come to pass. So why didn't they all go, crazy with them and just like, hey, man, we can do anything. We can kill whoever we want. We can have anyone go evil, whatever.
They just, now everybody is all dark and gritty and borderline damn near a villain. So it's like, oh, how the mighty have fallen.
I mean, I know we weren't completely grim and gritty yet, but it's like, yeah, the Justice League and the Justice League Europe were just like jokes, basically. It's just like, okay.
Well, it had to sell pretty well because they did a part 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
Basically just with Captain Atom and Monarch.
Still, I really didn't care about Monarch, so.
Yeah. But I would say, I mean, would you agree with me? I think if you don't want to read the whole thing, you could get away with reading number 1 and number 2, and in the middle, just read the Superman, Batman, and like the Flash annual.
Yeah, that's a fair enough. You don't want to waste all that money. Are they on DC Finite?
Some of them are, some of them aren't. That's what's so weird.
Classic.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like I think some of the 1 or 2 of the Supermans are, but I think at least one of them's missing. It's weird. No sense.
Yeah, this is a C+ for me. It's not a complete failure. It's average. I've seen way better crossovers, even from DC in the 90s, where everything was just thrown together to see what sticks.
Well, yeah. I mean, especially in hindsight, I know you like 0 Hour better than this.
Yeah, I like 0 Hour because that's when I thought the end in sight was to fixing the whole Crisis on Infinite Earths thing. Like, I really thought that would be the end of it. And in my mind, that's the end of it. In my mind, my headcanon, that's where it ended. We're fixed. We're back to, like,
I mean, could they have fixed it if they had just brought the multiverse back at that point?
Yeah, that's exactly what they should have done. But it was still now that's one of the best well-done DC crossovers ever. I really love 0 Hour.
Oh yeah, especially the crossovers were good too.
Yeah, like from start to finish. Like, I don't think there's not a single issue that I didn't have to hunt down. Had to have it. So yeah.
All
it's
right.
just all people we didn't care about. That's the only thing. It's like, why do a crossover where nobody cares about the characters?
Again, like we said, it's like Batman, Superman, Flash. Besides that, it's like you had no Wonder Woman, no Aquaman, no Green Lanterns, except for like Guy Gardner and the Justice League.
You know who should have been Monarch? Oliver Queen. There, I said it.
Ooh.
Because they were always dragging him through the mud. They were. I think that's probably why I have such a soft spot for him.
I mean, can you imagine if they had made this like a possible like alternate future Bruce Wayne Batman? It's like, I mean, you could have did Batman. He would have been like a more serious version of the Batman who laughs.
Oh my God, is that even possible?
Yeah, not Jokerized, just taken to the infinite I am Bat-God degree.
He has all the lantern rings. He's got dark side. He's got the chair.
I mean, they could have tempered him at this point if they had made that Bruce Wayne. He'd have to be like, you know what, I can't go full on Bat-God because if I do, I might become Monarch, so I can't do that.
Well, we can't have that. I think Bat-God was always what we were working towards. You have to, when you have him in the Justice League, like he literally just has to be that, or you can't suspend disbelief at that point within that world.
Oh yeah, to keep up with like Superman and Wonder Woman. Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, he has to be Bat-God.
So I get why we have to have Bat-God. It doesn't mean I like it.
All right. Anything else? Should we give the kids their homework?
Yes. What do we have for the rest of the year? Like 1 thing, 2 things?
Well, we have one more episode of Comic Capers, Little Hellfire. It is our top 10 best Green Arrow stories.
Oh, that's the last one.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The
Got
last
my picks. Waiting on yours, Philip.
I gave you my picks.
Did you? Let me check.
Remember I said one of mine was the 80th, and you said,
Oh,
what's
yeah. Don't mind me. You know the THC. I'm forgetful.
enough of your videotapes.
What?
I don't know. So that'll be the final episode of the year, kids, and then in 2022, again, Crime and Punishment podcast.
We should totally start that episode off like that. You ever heard of this great novel?
Oh my God! You think if I hadn't? I spoiled Ray. I told Ray our real plan. If I hadn't, do you think he would have bought that and been like, "Oh, really? Really?"
No, he knows. He knows comic books are our bread and butter.
He knows how serious we are.
Exactly.
All right. So kids, please send in your thoughts on your favorite Green Arrow stories of all time, or if you read that 80th anniversary special, email us send us your thoughts on Armageddon 2001 or Flash's Armageddon. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Comic Capers on Facebook, on Twitter. Find links to all the various social medias for all the shows, including go join the Facebook fan group DC Omniverse. I drop all our DC content there, so be a nice one-stop shop. And also, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Can't see Lilith Hellfire tonight, but usually can. So please, get our numbers up. Hey, we're closing in. We're getting close to 200. So
woohoo!
Subscribe.
I can't wait till we get to 1,000 so we can actually go on YouTube Live without having to do a workaround.
You slacker, I thought we were shooting for 1,069.
Of course, obviously.
So find links to that. But most important, please, we don't have any superpowers or time travel backing us up. We're on our own, so please, if you can, please contribute to our Patreon. As we said before, we have interviews there. By the time you hear this, the JMD Mateus will be up there. Kelly Thompson is up there. DG Chichester is there every month. So yes, get your fix of DG Chichester every single month.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
There's it is. And like Lil said, superhero movie brackets in 2022. We'll find the worst superhero movie of all time. We're going to do the scientific method, find the worst superhero movie ever. Or
not the scientific method, the geeky method. We just argue with our words.
Geeky and scientific, the Charlie Esser method.
Nice.
It's enjoyable, and somehow I got pregnant.
I reject that energy.
Here's your energy.
Oh, I'm going to wear a gimp mask and murder people.
There we go.
So, or Christmas is coming. Pick yourself up some Capes and Lunatics or Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Cups, t-shirts, phone cases, more and more coming soon. So find links to everything we just mentioned all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. Stuff your loved one's stocking with some Capes and Lunatics merchandise.
Get your wife something.
Oh.
Speaking of stuffing stockings.
Hey-oh.
I want a mammal. I'm that kind of freak.
All right. Speaking of freaks, Lilith Hellfire, where can people get a hold of you?
I accept that energy. If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire 69, and of course on TikTok making spicy comments and Star Trek and Stargate related content at Lilith Hellfire 69. Duh! Ooh, that sure was close. I didn't get manhandled. Hose me down. Arby's, we have the meats. Sponsor us. Also, Day 96, Blue Chew, please sponsor us.
Oh, yes, please.
If it's good enough for Joe Rogan, it's good enough for me.
And Arby's, if you don't sponsor us, please sponsor Ray of Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast, please.
Talking about meat is so natural for Ray. Nice.
We set each other up. Thank you. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. Come back in 2 weeks for the final episode of Comic Capers of the year.
And a big announcement.
Oh, now we're going to drop the announcement. Yes. The last episode of Comic Capers and the big announcement of what comes next. So send us your thoughts on Green Arrow and come back. Big, kids, big. Bigger than Armageddon 2001.